again, everyone. It's Todd Struch, the Horror Nerd, here at the first ever Classic Rewind weekend here at the Showboat in Atlantic City, New Jersey. It's Saturday. I'm having a blast, and I have the privilege, I can talk, of sitting here next to the soup Nazi himself, Larry Thomas. Larry, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
How's the show been for you so far?
Oh, good. A lot of fun. You know, I've never done a show in a casino before, so it's a whole different atmosphere for me. But it's been fun, and a lot of great people here. Some I know, some I've gotten to just meet. So that's great.
All right, that's cool. So my first question is, when you made the episode, you know, Seinfeld, did you have any idea that this would turn into such an iconic character?
No, not really. I was just really happy to have gotten a guest spot on my favorite show at the time. I thought that was really cool, and it was a really fun shoot week. So I had a great time, and all these years later, this just surprises. It surprises me what's happened to me, but it also surprises me that Seinfeld became the generational show that children still watch today. You know, I thought it was like so specific. You know, I didn't think that it would move on into other times and other generations. So, you know, a good surprise for Jerry, a good surprise for me, you know, and everybody.
Sure. I mean, and it exploded into such a big thing with your character, you know, an actual restaurant, a line of soups. Mm-hmm. I mean, again, I'm just, that to me, that's just crazy. And it's kind of still going today. I mean, here you are signing autographs all these years later.
Yeah, it's really amazing. And, you know, what can I say? It's just what made the show great was that they would take things out of life, and because Al Yeganay really existed and he was really a little bit like that, so Spike Fearsome wrote the episode, and luckily I got to play it, you know. But yeah, it's amazing to me, but lucky.
Listen, nothing wrong with a little bit of luck in life, right? So, what are you up to these days? Any new projects, or what can you tell us?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of things lately. I actually filmed something that I co-wrote. We're not sure what we want to make it just yet. It's sort of a comedy, so we're still working on it. It's called Dads, and I've been writing and recording songs. I just did my fifth one, and it's called A Simple Song of Quarantine, and I had to write it during the pandemic, you know, when I saw everybody sort of losing their minds. And then I've got a film short that's in the festivals right now called When the Chips Are Down, and had to give up an audition this weekend, of course, because I was here and, you know, it was in LA. But so yeah, other than that, I'm just working along, doing whatever I do. But these days, I'm trying to do more passion projects, you know, stuff that interests me. Whereas in the earlier days, I would take any job, you know. But I was lucky enough to do things like Seinfeld and Scrubs and Arrested Development. In fact, I think Tara Reid might be the only person here I've actually worked with, because I did a thing on Scrubs with her. But so yeah, you know, just keep working, keep auditioning, and you know, stretching whatever I feel like doing these days.
That's cool. It's good to have that kind of freedom.
Yeah.
So you mentioned you work with Tara Reid. How much of a quote-unquote fan are you? Like, is there anyone here at this show that you were like, oh, I would like to meet that person?
Well, actually, I met him before, but one of the people here that I admire the most is Jim Cummings, just because my son grew up in the 90s, and so I started rewatching, all the cartoons that I had watched when I was a kid. And I kept saying, like, that voice, I know some of those guys are gone, but the voice is like, who's doing that? And then I would always see his name in the credits. But I met him a couple of years ago in Rhode Island, and, so I really, he knocks me out. He's so good at what he does. And then, there's just a host of really good actors here, like Craig Burko. I've never met him, but, I've always admired his work. And just it's amazing the amount of people I run into that know people I know and stuff like that. And like Erin Murphy, I've known her for years. And so it's kind of the fun of doing these shows. Like, there are things you do alone, and they're fun depending on, what the role is or whatever. But these things are fun just because you get to sit around with a bunch of other actors and, like I said, either meet new people or talk to people you've known and worked with but haven't seen in a while. So it's just been fun.
Very cool. Larry, before I let you go, any final words to the fans out there?
Just one big thank you for keeping us, out there. And then, of course, no soup for you.
I love it. Larry, thank you so much for a few minutes of your time. It truly was a privilege to get to sit here with you. Larry Thomas, the Soup Nazi, everybody, here at Classic Rewind Weekend at the Showboat in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Todd Staruch, the Horror Nerd, signing off. We'll see all of you in the next interview.